So here is my latest model, and it's of the North Staffordshire Railway's battery locomotive. And if I just zoom in a bit there, you can hear the hum of the batteries in the background, I hope. And this was built in 1917 to replace a couple of shunting horses, and according to Wikipedia it was built on the chassis of a wagon, but I'm assured by the expert in the North Staffordshire this was not the case. And it was charged up overnight, and then during the day it would operate at the Oakermore Copper Works, and would travel at about a maximum speed of about 11 miles an hour. So I'm just going to set it going in the other direction, and you can hear some of the sound. So I've used whatever was available really on the download station as a suitable sound, engine sound, and the whistle, the horn. Let's hear the horn. The horn is actually part of the Deltic sounds provided by Oren back in the early days of Trainz. So here we are, we're up to 5 miles an hour, which is probably the normal shunting speed used by this North Staffordshire battery locomotive. The original is in the National Railway Museum in York, and I've taken the colour scheme and much of the detail from that. I've tried to make the body as interesting as possible, because often with these sort of box type locomotives, diesel and electric, a lot of the detail, you need a bit of detail to try and improve the look of these things. And now this is not procedural track, this is just ordinary spline track. So we just let it pass over the junction, the points. And once they're unlocked, we'll bring it to a halt. And as you can see, it's numbered 1. I don't think it was ever at number 2. There we are. There were several other locos that were like this, but similar to this in later years. But this was the original, I think. It's got a vague sort of familiar look to it, in the sense that there were other electric locos. This was one of the first, maybe a pioneer. You can see I've added the North Staffordshire crest on the left hand side, and the knot. This was the knotty. Over on the right under the word Stafford. So let's warn the shunter. He's approaching. Here we are, we're just doing 2 miles an hour at the moment. We'll probably have taken that up a bit. So we're now up to 6 miles an hour, which is probably a bit fast for rough shunting some wagons. These are some of my private owner wagons, so they wouldn't have been on the North Staffs line. It was on the Churnet Valley Railway and the preserved Churnet Valley line. I've included a link to their website on my webpage, and also to the video on YouTube by Anthony, and that's really well worth looking, because he gives a background to this strange little locomotive. And it was suggested that I make this by Trainz. They contacted me about this, and after seeing it I just couldn't resist. So there we are, we've just coupled up. And now let's just haul our little train away. Again, as I say, the sound is probably a much more powerful electric locomotive than this one, but it was the best I could find on the DLS. I'm not really expert at making engine sounds, so I tend to use those created by other people. Well, that's now released on my website. It's freeware and available for download. You want the second page in, that is miscellaneous locomotives. There is a link on the front of the front page of the website, and you're very welcome to download it. As with any of my rolling stock, I don't allow reskins, I don't allow modifications, so you're very welcome to download and have it for free, but not for alteration. And that's it. That's the North Staffordshire battery locomotive #1.